Lost in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Razorbacks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Hayward. Breaks into the open. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts, just went right past him and picked up the first down. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Takes the handoff. It's Hayward. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Escapes the sack. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Moving away from pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Formation for these receivers. Looking for room. It's Stanton. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this all. Even more exciting.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
2nd down coming up.
Let's go. Tuna.
Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll to talk about converting a fourth down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. Fourth down time. You only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big first down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy...
Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for it. He's going to fire deep. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Got some room to run. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
It makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Platt. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. They're going to run it. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this op.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic. And
there he goes. Smashes ahead. Trying to rumble in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Still looking on the move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback making adjustments. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scary.
And man, that didn't miss by much, but I do like the effort by the receiver. You can tell he's trying to get those toes in, trying to dance a little bit, but he couldn't get there. The ball was just a little bit too wide near the sideline.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. It's caught. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Touch pass on the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. On the option. He'll pitch it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Right down the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Quarterback moving. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now they take the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Razorbacks are facing 3rd and inches. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Quarterback keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. The pull and throw off the RPO. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Arkansas! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air, it's Lagway. That's caught. It's Wilson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fires to the big fella. Just steamrolling the defense. Continues to fight for yards. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires fires into the end zone. Touchdown Gators! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody, like forcing an incompletion against that.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense, because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
On third down, he drops to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Be interesting to see what the defense is going to do here now, guys. They've got the lead. It's a 2-minute situation. Fourth down. What's your personnel grouping going to be, and what do you want to do? Play man, play zone, or are you just going to sit back and play prevent?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win. Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really